you wonder about how important this is in like expanding our own like understanding of like the nature of reality and purpose and goal of humanity in itself. That life
Mm-hmm.
review kind of sometimes reflects this idea of like karma too, in another kind of way of thinking about it from maybe different perspectives or cultures. Like, what's your idea of karma, and does that exist?
Oh, yeah. Karma does exist, but I don't think it's what people think. There's so much that you said there that I want to talk about. But karma, from what I understand, is not necessarily a like in this lifetime. It's if you do something in this life, then in the next one, the life that you choose will have to reflect a balancing that needs to be done. So if you hurt someone in a certain way in your next life, you might have to experience something similar. That being said, I do believe that, our thoughts are energy and they can be detected. They affect what's going on in the physical world. So in that sense, if we are constantly putting out negative energy, I do think there is an attraction there that can bring that into your own life and vice versa.
I agree, but it's very difficult for me sometimes to be able to explain this to other people, but I think there's a way. And as a psychologist, I work with a lot of trauma victims. So it's very hard for people to understand like if something has happened to me, let's say it's a sexual assault or violence or prolonged physical abuse or neglect throughout childhood. There's often this self-blame that occurs that can really impact someone's ability to kind of move forward. It's like they're still in survival mode and there's a lot of self blame and they don't know how to get out of it. And so when some of these concepts come up, when we're talking about spirituality and this idea that we're putting out an energy force and there's some potential law of attraction, that really feeds the self blame narrative. But I get the sense it's a lot more than just that, and I've seen it help people transform. I want to get your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think that to call that karma would be incorrect. I do think that, and I do want to be careful how I tread here because um, I don't want it to sound dismissive. But if we look at it from a spiritual perspective, we do choose our lives and we do choose the struggles that we go through. And that doesn't mean that you chose to have these terrible things happen to you. There's still another person on the other end of that who had their own struggles and who inflicted pain and who aren't, you know, doing so well in their own journey. And that's not necessarily happening to you because of karma. It's just there is a purpose. There's something in this to work through, um, to get to the other side of it. There's a reason that your soul chose that life. Um, and it's not because you did something bad. That's what I believe.